Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Today we have Lulu sitting on my lap, as she always does in the mornings while I do my makeup for work. As you can see, I'm back in my makeup room, although there is no wallpaper. So yeah, I think that even without the wallpaper, it still looks better than being in that other room. So I've decided to come back into this room while I wait for the plastering and everything to get done in here. So yeah, I'm going to be back in here from now on. And today I would like to talk to you guys and do a little review, I guess, about the new MAC Studio Radiance primer, which is a moisturizing and illuminating silky primer. This is really exciting because the whole time that I've worked for MAC, I always kind of thought that none of the primers were ever hydrating enough for someone who likes a really, soft hydrated face for applying their foundation, which is me. I'm one of those people. So yeah, I was really excited when I saw that this was coming out. So I'm going to test it out. I'm going to do like a bit of a wear test and wear it throughout the day. And yeah, let you guys see how it looks and yeah, whatever else that comes up. So let's get on into this video. Okay, so I'm starting with a clean face, obviously. I've cleansed, I've moisturized, I've done eye cream, I've done all of that stuff. So we are ready to go with the primer. So if you can remember a few months ago, MAC recently came out with their Studio Fix primer, which was like a mattifying primer to go, I guess, with the Studio Fix foundation. But they don't necessarily need to be used for that foundation. I myself think that this would be a perfect foundation to use with Studio Fix because it is so hydrating and, well, supposedly is so hydrating, and that will kind of counteract the matteness and potentially dryness of the Studio Fix foundation. So I'm really liking that they brought out one of each so that you can kind of mix and match. I probably would use the Studio Fix primer with the Studio Radiance foundation because I find that if my face is too like hydrated while I'm using that foundation, it's going to not last as long. Okay, so when you open it up, it's got like the white tube with the black cap and the black writing, which I think is really visually appealing. It's just nice and clean and tidy. When you open it up, there is a little pump on the end. So the Studio Fix primer has just like a little hose sort of thing where you squeeze it out. So this one has the pump. So I'm going to just pump some out on the back of my hand. So as you can see, it's like a white lotiony type primer. You can see by the way that it's dripping that it still is quite runny. It's not like super thick or anything. So this means it's going to be nice and hydrating but not too heavy, which is good. So I'll just pop some on my face. I don't really know how much you're supposed to use. That's probably enough. Let me just see if I can spread it out. Oh yeah, that is definitely enough. It does spread quite a bit. It feels kind of like a little bit sticky. It almost feels a little bit like a thinner sunscreen or SPF. And it does feel quite like thick on the skin, which I really like because, I don't know, I guess I have more of like a normal skin type, but I still really like the feeling of having like a thick hydrated base. I'm actually going to put, I think, a little bit more on my forehead. And actually I think if you leave it like a few minutes, because I'm noticing that on my face it's feeling a bit more like soaked in, so it feels nice and thick and coating now, but I'm just going to leave it a few minutes and just see how that soaks in, and yeah, just leave it to do its magic for a little bit, because I think you should always kind of let a primer soak in for a little while. So I'm going to go do my eyebrows, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys, and then I'm going to see how it feels then. Okay, so I've gone away and done my eyebrows and given the primer some time to soak in, and it's definitely feeling soaked in. It's feeling nice and soft. It is still feeling like it's got a thick layer of hydration, and when I say that, I mean kind of like if you've ever used any like serum radiance emulsion type things. Like I have done a review recently about the MAC Lightful C3 one, and there's also the Bobbi Brown one that I've tried as well. That's kind of what feeling it gives, in my opinion. So it does definitely feel silky, like it says, and moisturizing, and then illuminating. You can definitely see like a bit of a glow, a bit of a shine. So I definitely think that my face looks illuminated. And now I'm going to put on some foundation. So I want to use a foundation that's typically known to be dry, or a bit more on the dry side. So I'm going to wear Double Wear today by Estee Lauder. Don't get me wrong, this is a really nice foundation. It's probably Estee Lauder's most well-known like makeup product. It's amazing for if you have an oily skin type. It's really good at oil control, but because it is so good at oil control, it means that it can possibly be a little bit drying if you have a more dry skin type. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good way to kind of see how good this primer really is, rather than wearing it with Studio Radiance. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that now. By the way, the shade might not be the right shade for me. I am aware of that, but I'm wearing a turtleneck today, so who cares? So I can already tell by the way that like I'm carving out my eyebrow, it already feels quite like hydrated by the way that it just glides across the skin. So that is a good sign. Okay, so that is the foundation done. I'm really happy with the way this is looking. It's looking really nice and illuminated and dewy. I don't want to touch it, but my skin feels really nice and hydrated. I definitely feel like I've got like a layer of protection. So yeah, let me give you a close-up zoomed in version. I feel like it helps with a bit of texture as well. Definitely for me, when I have texture, it's normally like a bit of a dry texture, so this really helps with that and kind of evens it all out. I think it looks really nice. Because I have to go to work today, I'm just going to finish doing the rest of my makeup, and then yeah, I guess I'll show you guys what it looks like before I leave for work, and then when I get home from work tonight, I'll take a little video and show you guys how that looks as well. Okay, so I've just finished my makeup. I haven't done my eyes because I'm just going to do those on the train, and I have to wear a mask all day, so I'm just going to chuck some lip gloss on, some lip balm on. I'm really happy with the way that it looks. I feel like my skin looks really nice and soft and velvety. It looks nice and luminous. I have put like a shimmery blush and a highlighter there, but on my forehead I haven't done anything. I've just used Studio Fix powder and some matte bronzer. Yeah, I really like it. It feels really cozy and warm. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it wears throughout the day, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later when I finish work. Okay, so I am back now from work. How long has it been? It's been about 10 hours since I filmed this morning. And honestly, my makeup looks really good. I'm surprised at how well my foundation has lasted throughout the day. I do have like a little black thing there, but I swear that wasn't there when I left work, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, let's do a little close-up of my face. I haven't done anything to my face at all today either, so I haven't reapplied anything or done anything extra. I did put Fix Plus on before I left this morning, but I haven't done anything else. yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. My skin still feels really nice and soft and hydrated, doesn't feel dry at all. Obviously, it's a little bit messed up around the mouth and that because I have been wearing a mask all day. So that's always gonna, you know, affect your makeup. But you can see like on the rest of the face, it still looks pretty much exactly the same as it did this morning. So I give this primer my stamp of approval. Definitely something that I'm going to be using a lot in the future. I can already tell. I think it's always so hard to find a primer that works well for you. So it does sometimes take a little bit of trial and error, but this and probably the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base are my two favorites so far. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Let me know if you have any questions down below and I will do my best to answer them. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And yeah, I'll see you on my next one.